unedited.
I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
Deep diving into these cases is like dancing with the devil. But when you dance with the devil doesn't change. He changes you.
Hey guys, can you hear me all right? Hey Eve, Black Widow, Wonder Twin, Hazel, hey Leslie, Lisa, Cool Gamer, Rosie, Daylin, hey Boo, it's so good to see you back around. Patty, God made the donkey talk. Chris, if you're still in here. And Angel, what's that say? Angels are here. Thanks so much for joining the memberships, joining the crazy train. Choo choo! Rat Hound, hi Nisa, Miss Kim Unsolved. Hi Tina, hi Sherry, Miss Seeker, Honey Badger. I seen you in here earlier. Hey Yoper. Hi Becky. You guys still have your Christmas stuff up? Hey Wandering. Hey sis. You grab the link if you want. We're gonna go over some GYPSY Rose stuff. Now, this is gonna be, I have a lot to say about a lot of different things. We're gonna kind of go a little out of order with things because just trust my method of madness. It will make sense in the end. Rosie. Ceramic tree. Yeah, I think we'll leave ours up for a little while. I like the lights. Oh, midnight. That's right. She was like 11:59. Christmas is over. Okay. Where I want to start with this, I'm going to pull it up. Because as you guys know, what has it been, 2 days now? Yeah. So 2 days ago, GYPSY Rose was released. So she served 7 of her 10 years. And Nick, her boyfriend, doesn't have a chance at getting out. He's got life without parole, I believe, or no possibility of parole, which I find super, super interesting because Nick, if you guys watch or know the case well enough or watch the interrogations, Nick reminded me a lot of Brandon Dassey. And then to find out he is on the autism scale and will forever have the mind of a 15, 16-year-old. So that's super crazy to me. And we're going to go back over the interrogation tapes together because I think it is super, super telling. And I don't know if many people, because we knew what the outcome was. We already knew who did it and they were already locked up. So people didn't really dwell too much, right, on the interrogations and stuff. Hey Chicken Lady. Hi Heelan, good to see you. That's okay. The replay is just as good, Black Widow. there is a members video out with what we will do a members live on tomorrow evening. I want to figure out a new mic where I don't have to charge it after 2 hours. So that way, if I do want to come on and be here, let's say like, I don't know, 6 hours or something, I don't have to keep stopping and going to charge the microphone for a couple hours and be on for 2 hours before it dies again. You know what I mean? Annoying. Okay, so again, we're going to start a little mixed up with this because where I want to start is going to be with Nick's mother's interview with the police, because I think that is important, because I actually did not see that until yesterday, which I've seen Gypsy, I've seen Nick, I've seen some of the family speak out and all of that, right? But hold on, I just have to find it here in my history. The mom, okay, right here, yeah. Okay, let me show my screen. You don't know who that is? GYPSY Rose? Seriously? You haven't seen the moms yet? Okay, it is interesting. Now, I did not realize that they were actually arrested in Wisconsin. So they took off to Wisconsin. Now, another thing I did not see tonight was actually the part of the interrogation, because it's hours and hours. They had her held in that room for several hours because they had to wait for Missouri law to drive there to Wisconsin and talk with her and whatnot. But anyway, oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Yoper. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. Have you, Kimberly? Have you? Okay. Well, unpopular opinion here, but listen, she went through what she went through. It's traumatizing. I feel for her for all of that. However, it doesn't mean that she didn't learn how to be a manipulator. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just find it very, very odd that so we're going to go with the mom's interrogation. Then we're going to watch Nick's. And then we're going to watch Gypsy's. And I promise you, you guys might just see it a little bit differently. And even if you don't, hey, this is just my thoughts and opinions, right?
Oh, thank you for coming. I bet you're wanting your phone back.
Yeah.
I want to talk to you just a little bit about what's going on, okay?
Okay.
As you know, Nicholas was charged with first-degree murder
Yeah.
and armed criminal action.
Shit.
And what happened is he got a bus ticket and he came to Springfield, which is where I live, New
Yeah.
York, and he and Gypsy conspired to kill her mother. He stabbed her numerous times in the back while she slept in her bed. They cleaned up the area.
So this is Nick's mother. The boyfriend who planned for several days in advance the murder of Dee Dee, Gypsy's mom. Well, her name is like Claudette or something, but she went by Dee Dee. That's what she was known of.
He had a hotel room.
They cleaned up it was all
Really?
white.
I didn't know that.
They cleaned up
Terrible.
some blood that was in the house.
You know, and unfortunately, mothers, and I believe she's a single mother, who have teens, especially teen boys with autism or any type of disability, you see them because Brandon Dassey's mom really fucked him over too, because I think that she just was more happy that he's in the system and it's not something she has to take care of or manage anymore. Unfortunately, statistically, you see that a lot in that type of situation, and it sucks. And yeah, it's not right, but it happens a lot. Yeah, so if that's true, Dalen, that's terrible.
They got a hotel room, they hung out until they can get the bus ticket to come back here. Things that were recovered from your house, and did they leave you a list to tell you the things that were?
No,
Okay. I don't know what the laws are here, but like when we do a search warrant where I live, we have to leave a list of everything that we took. One thing that your husband might remember is that recently Nicholas received a package in the mail.
yeah, okay, I mean, I don't know about it, but if he says, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that was the knife that he had stabbed her to death. They mailed it from their house there to your house.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. And that was located in your house.
I didn't realize that part either. So they mailed the knife that they stabbed Dee Dee with was mailed back to Nick's parents' house, where Nick lived and where Gypsy thought she was going to be living.
My son has never done anything
Yeah.
violent, so it's like,
Do you hear that?
That's what
for
he
her,
said.
serious?
Yes, ma'am. And that was located in your house.
I mean, it's just, my son has never done anything
Yeah.
violent, so it's like,
That's what
for
he
her, I
said.
mean, oh my God.
He said that he's never, I mean, what do you think about this?
I don't know, I mean, I know that once he started going down there, we always keep a close watch on him, because he has, and that's
Is
why
he being
lives with
diagnosed?
So that's where, if you listen, they don't blank it out right at the very beginning, but she's saying autism. You can hear the and then it blanks out. So Nick has autism.
And that's
Is
why
he being
lives with us.
diagnosed with?
I know that once he started going down there, we always keep a close watch on him, because he has, and that's
Is
why
he being
lives with us.
diagnosed with? Okay.
So that's why we kind of, treat him like,
Yeah,
he was last doctor he talked to.
part of my problem as well, Dalen, exactly. I don't get the vibes that she was afraid of him or that he was really controlling. I get the vibes more it was her actually being pretty damn manipulative of this guy. And I think she never, like, she told him, yeah, we'll be together forever, blah, 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 and mailed him a wedding ring in the mail and everything, and, like, very Nikki Kessinger-ish, right? And unfortunately, everything that she's been through, mental illness is obviously in the family, right? Because Dee Dee apparently was also abused by her mother. So again, we're getting into this generational crap, right? And baggage. But yeah, I mean, I do feel terrible for what Gypsy went through, but I think that she always knew she could use that as an excuse to try and get away with murder. That's my honest opinion, because I could have just went with statistics too and hurt a couple people and probably gotten away with it, just like Gypsy, basically. But she knew right from wrong, and you helped plan this murder out for 7 days. And while he was murdering your mother, and I don't know if I buy that she didn't stab her mom at all or what. I don't know. I know Nick confessed doing it and that she knew nothing about it or whatever and was in the bathroom shaving her vagina and legs to have sex with him after stabbing her mom. Like, come on. Are you serious? She took the time to put a wig on and shave herself. And not only that, but I actually just watched her pretend like she had no idea her mom was killed. And it was very Amber Heard-ish to me. Creepy. I see something bad happening again in the future. I really, really, truly do. And I'm not even saying it's like all her fault, because I do believe she is quite literally mentally unstable. And I don't think I mean, I hope she'll get the proper help now that she's out as a free woman. Well, is she though? Because I'm pretty sure she's going to get pregnant right away, and we all know that that's another way to hold and control a woman. Like, I don't know. I can't tell if she's easily manipulated too, or if she's just a master manipulator herself because she's learned it. You know what I mean? She's learned it all her life. That's all she's known. Because if you watch back some of the videos like I've been doing, I mean, shit, even in her interrogation, she's bragging about all the shit that she's got to do and all of the celebrities she's gotten to meet and everything by all of this, right? It's crazy, you guys.
They said his
I don't
mind
know.
is probably always going to be 15.
I'm honestly don't feel like maybe Nick is getting fair justice on if, you know what I mean? Like, I think it was always her plan and just easy for her to just put it all on him, blame the mom. I think that she is a lot smarter and more manipulative than many people think she is. Now, my daughters definitely don't agree, which should maybe make me a little nervous, but they're like, you know, all for her being free and whatever, and think that she's justified in what she did, and that's their opinion, and that's, you know, that's cool. But I understand it to a certain point. Like, you know, you guys know I take into accountability the mental health and all of that. However, I just, knowing that they planned it for several days and knowing that, like, this did not have to be the outcome because you were in your 20s, you really could have just waited. Dee Dee knocked herself out every night on sleeping medication. At any time, she could have just up and left with her boyfriend, and then, you know, well, Dee Dee would have to call the police because her daughter was missing, and then they find, you know, Gypsy or whatever, and they're like, oh my God, you can walk? Oh, okay, you're 20-something and you don't want to go back home? Well, we can't force you, you know, like, and oh my God, you're walking, so everything's been a lie, and then everything gets investigated, right? There's so many other things she could have done, but instead she took 7 days, at least, and sent hundreds of dollars in the mail and planned her mother's murder. And she's free in 7 years. She's free now after 7 of the 10 years. Didn't even have to serve the 10 years. No halfway house after. No hospital after to make sure that her brain is all good. This is definitely a conversation I'm going to end up getting my dad in because you guys all know why. Hi, Lucy Cat. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in what my dad thinks about all of it.
16, right around there. So we always try to keep a close watch on him when he said he wanted to go down there. I mean, I was a basket case. I'm like, you've never been out on your own. You know what I mean?
She's married. She was engaged to one guy named Ken. That fell through after a couple months, and right away she got married to this Ryan Anderson guy, and she left prison. She's with this guy, and they're already talking kids, just like she was doing with Nick. They had their kids named, and she was, Gypsy was at Nick's house knowing her mom died, and she was making Facebook posts about getting pregnant. Oh, there's a couple different ones, Lucy Cat. There's a couple different movies on this.
I mean, so, the last time he didn't tell us, though.
Okay.
He got his mind is probably always going to be 15, 16, right around there.
Did
So
you
we
hear
always
that?
try to keep a close watch on him when he said he wanted to go down. And that's
Is
why
he
he
being
lives with us.
diagnosed with?
Diagnosed with autism.
So that's why we kind of, you know, treat him like when he was last doctor he talked to, they said his mind is probably always going to be 15, 16, right around there.
You know what? Perhaps we should try and reach out to Nick. What do you think?
So we always try to keep a close watch on him when he said he wanted to go down there.
Hi, Jay.
I mean, I was a basket case. I'm like, you've never been out on your own, you know what I mean? So, the last time he didn't tell us, though.
Okay.
He got a cab and never said anything to us, and I saw a taxi pull up in my driveway.
Okay.
And I ran out there right as he was loading his stuff, and I'm like, where are you going?
I believe like
He's like, "Well, I didn't
21.
think you were gonna let me
or
go." I'm like,
22.
well, I mean, why would, you know, it's not okay for you to just take off. You don't tell us where you're going. So, he's never done anything
Yeah?
like this.
Yeah,
Nothing
why not,
violent,
right? Let's
you
do
know what
it.
I mean? That's why I'm in shock.
Okay.
I know it,
I
Nikki.
don't, when
I
it's-
think he's madly in love with this.
I know. It's like, even when I try to talk to him about, there's plenty of girls out there. You're a good-looking kid. Why don't you meet a girl at church or something,
But see, now, Nick denies doing that. And I'm not sure. I would have to look. I'd have to try and find the discovery on it to see, like, was there any proof of that happening? Or is that just what Gypsy said? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of things now, it just seems like it's going off of what Gypsy said. Especially when you hear that he's on the autism scale and will always be a 15, 16-year-old in his mind. Hey, Marty. Hey, Mick.
He just, that's the way it works though. When you have what he has, it's like your mind focuses on one thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I never thought he'd do something like this though.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just trying to hold it together because I don't want to lose it right now.
I know.
I have a little boy at home.
I know.
And trying to explain to him, hey, you're never going to see your brother again.
Perry, that's a good comment. I didn't know that she was choosing that. That's good. And you see, again, my thoughts and opinions don't mean, like, I do understand the people that think it's justified. I get that. What she did go through was terrible. It's just that it doesn't mean that stabbing, multiple stabbing, that's super fucking personal. You stabbed her when she was sleeping on sleeping medications that she would knock herself out every night and she wouldn't hear anything. And in fact, that's when Gypsy would be allowed, like, on the computer. And, Gypsy was the one Googling different ways to kill her mom, not him. Like, it's crazy. For days.
Yeah, or, you know what I mean? It's like,
Does he have many friends?
Nick,
Yeah.
he hangs out with his cousin, but his cousin's a good kid.
Okay.
They're good kids. They don't...
Did his cousin know anything about this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she's like an angel.
Is he in shock over this?
I don't know if his cousin knows. I haven't had my phone.
Okay.
They threw me down on the ground, took us to the school, and I haven't talked to anybody.
Okay.
I just called my work today, and nobody knew.
Okay.
Nobody knew what happened, thank God.
Yeah, Dalen, it's crazy.
How are we, just for us to get down there to see him or trial or whatever, is someone that can
This
take
is what's
contact
going to
with
happen.
us?
Well, and another crazy thing, too, is that's not her voice, right? Because you hear her break in and out of her regular voice, but she still continues the stupid baby voice, faking it to the male officers, right? It's crazy. Hey, Sharon, the damn autocorrect on our smart, stupid phones, Barry.
He'll be presented with some paperwork
Hey, one
for
love.
extradition.
Okay.
The way he talks, he's gonna sign papers to be extradited.
Okay.
He'll be taken back to Missouri.
Okay.
Once he's in Missouri, he'll be at the Greene County Jail in Springfield, Missouri, and that's where his trial will be, and everything will be there in that area.
Will someone be in contact with us so we...
I think
He's
that
an adult, he'll have to make contact with you
Okay.
himself.
I feel that way,
He will
Gypsy.
have like phone access and things like that in
Hi,
our
Sharon.
county. I don't know what they do here.
Right.
He'll be here for at least 30 to 90 days.
Okay.
So you might get with this county and make arrangements for visits and stuff like
Okay.
that. He did want you to know, he said that you would be a basket case, is his words,
Yeah.
and that he said that to make sure that we let you know that he loves you. And
Interesting.
I told him that we would.
All worried about, and he's in there, how is Gypsy doing? And here he is, like, please tell my mom I love her. She's going to be all worked up, like he's worried about his mom, right? It's interesting.
And he's really in love with this Gypsy, and he did tell me, I interviewed him for a long time, and he told me that that he did it because he loves her and he wants to be with her and he thought this was the only way that they could do that. So,
That's the thing. That
So
sucks.
he was
He's such a
manipulated
kid. He's
into
a good
thinking that.
kid. He's not, you know. he's
And
definitely not-
because he is on the autism scale and has the mental capacity of a 15-year-old boy, I could see a 15-year-old young and dumb thinking and believing that, right?
I don't even. I'm just in shock. There's no way we would have tied him to his bed.
yeah.
Even when that cab pulled up, I just got this feeling. Where's he going?
What did you think about Gypsy?
You know, it was weird because when I picked him up from the bus station,
What day did you
I-
pick him up?
I want to say his ticket he told me was for Thursday morning, but like my husband said, he thought it was the next day, so maybe I could have got it
Okay.
wrong. But you know, I even asked her, how's your mom doing? How was your, because I was told she was in a homeless shelter. Her mom kicked her out. So I asked her how her mom was doing. This might have been the first thing I asked her. And no big deal. They acted like nothing. Oh, we just don't see eye to eye, you know. And then, how did the conversation go? It wasn't real long, but she kept saying, oh, ma'am, I'm a good, I'll clean and I'll get a job. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? I thought you'd maybe stay here for a week or something. I don't know. But, so it wasn't normal. My husband said when I was at work, she came down and made food. It was just weird.
Did she ever say anything or do anything that made you question anything about her?
No,
Thanks,
no,
Jay.
because they just kind of hung out in the next room and whatever, watched TV or whatever. Yeah, I can't even, you know, it's incomprehensible what's going on right now. I haven't even talked to any of my family members.
So when was he diagnosed?
And so interesting, because like, how come she never tried to tell her then, like, hey, look at me, I can walk, you know, like my mom's doing all this shit to me. Can I stay with you for a while? Like, she's crazy, I think, you know. And I understand, like, One Love said you always felt bad for her and everything that happened. I get that. And I feel bad for that. I feel for her too. I do. I feel for her, and what she went through is absolutely terrible. But did a brutal murder have to take place? And I'm going with no, it didn't. And unfortunately, I do feel that Gypsy is and has learned to become a master manipulator. In fact, I think that she's befriended so many people over the years in faking all this that people do feel bad, just like you and, you know, different officers and stuff like that. And I, you know, again, there's a follower for everyone. And I'm not saying that I think that she deserved to be in prison for life either. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that I see a lot of red freaking flags. And I am concerned for the future because I'm not sure that someone like that has learned something. Something good. Because what she has learned now is how to be even more manipulative and a better criminal. Okay, so yeah, I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. And when if she was so triggered and scared of her mom that you had to have this brutal murder, you know, but then this is who you're marrying. That's a dead lookalike. So is that going to be triggering at all for her? This is a very, very big red flag to me, people. You can't tell me that her husband and mom ain't damn twins. Okay? That scares the bejesus out of me, because if I went through all of that shit with her mom, there ain't no way I want to see that face and wake up to that every day. No. Nope. Something's wrong with her. She clearly needs good support mentally. Okay? That's all I'm saying, really.
this was not.
Oh, he's had it since he was a kid.
Did he graduate
kindergarten.
high school?
He did.
Okay, from where?
Nathan Hale.
Okay.
He's from West Dallas.
Okay. Did he go to any college?
No, he did take like computer courses, but as far as like a college enrollment, no.
Okay. Has he ever lived outside the home?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
He says he gets lonely quick. Is that true?
You know,
He says he.
I guess he's been talking to her for a couple years that
Okay.
I know of.
Okay, talking to this gypsy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but we always try to talk to him about dating someone
Hey, Dina.
around here, or you know,
Yeah.
because one of my friends let me know something was on Facebook about her, saying she was trying to get pregnant.
Wow.
I'm like, are you kidding me? I
Hear
I
that?
had a long conversation with her about it. I was like, are you kidding? Because one of my friends let me know something was on Facebook about her, saying she was trying to get pregnant.
Wow.
And we already know upon her release, the first thing on her mind is getting pregnant, right? So it's always been on her. Now, again, not in the right fucking mind at all. This is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. Fuck.
Are you kidding me? I had a long conversation with her about it. I was like, are you kidding me? I mean, that freaked me out right there. I mean, with
Do you
this
think
girl.
that she was trying to get pregnant?
I don't know.
We should probably give her a pregnancy test on.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'll let them know
if you
there.
look at her Facebook account, it's on there.
Okay. What was the name on her Facebook?
There were like a couple of them, but their names are like together on one of them. You know what? I could probably pull it up.
I'm glad you said that, Dalen, because that's definitely something we are going to get into, because you're absolutely right. Yes, Dee Dee had an illness. She had Munchausen, I believe that, yes. And she was also put through the same thing. I believe Dee Dee's mom actually had Munchausen syndrome. And so Dee Dee learned this behavior, and I'm not defending it. You guys just know how I am with getting to actually know deeper than the surface that we're all shown in the media, right? Because to me, the build-up all does matter. And if Dee Dee would be alive and in prison for the rest of her life, we would be able to learn so much more. But we don't get that chance because that was decided for us and planned out all by GYPSY. Okay? Carried out by her boyfriend, who, in my opinion, was heavily manipulated to become a hero for her. And he did that. And she never, in my opinion, had any intentions on ever, like, she was always going to pin it on Nick, is what I'm saying. Makes sense?
Yeah, if you don't mind. That might help us
I can't
out.
believe that. I don't know. I'm just in shock. Let me go on mine. No internet connection. You know what? It's I would just go under like GYPSY, Nicholas Rose, or their names together. They're like, there's like, I know Nicholas is in there, and I know GYPSY's in there, and I think Rose might be in there. It's like they had
What was the Rose? Is that her?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I know nothing about her. All I know is that I said the first.
Exactly, Dalen. And you know what? Not enough people that I'm seeing that's actually talking about that. They just, Dee Dee's a monster. Almost like she deserved what she got. And, you know, I just disagree. I don't know. But, you know, GYPSY got exactly what she wanted in the end. And it's very, very, it's very telling. Hi, Zena. Hey, Tiggs.
I moved down there. I said, Nick, you can't. If a parent doesn't want you around their kid, that's the way it is. You know, that's her parent.
Yeah.
You know, what do I teach you about respect? You have to respect people. And
How old do you think she is?
I was told she was 19.
Mm.
How old is she?
Well, we have information, she's 17, 19, and 23. So, the problem is that, I'll just tell you, I don't know if you've seen the news media. Did
No,
you see
I won't
Springfield?
even turn the TV on.
Okay, well, this is the situation with Gypsy, is that her mom, it's my understanding her mom had her pretend like she was like 16 years old, and they would push her around in a wheelchair and pretend like she couldn't walk. And this went on for...
The dad was kind of pushed out of the way and just kind of ended up staying out of the way because Dee Dee was a big force. Now, to me, that wasn't really trying. Where it was taking her to court, whatever, but then, you know, money situation, you know, I don't know. I don't know. But what I'm seeing now, I really don't like from her dad, because that's, you know, and the family, because they already have all this media and TV shows and everything planned, and it feels like everybody's now clenching onto her money train, right? Because let's be completely real here, right? Yeah, so I don't like it, because they're doing it all now, but I don't feel like maybe there was enough done in the past. This is GYPSY Rose's co-conspirator's mother,
for many of years.
co-defendant's
and she would wear
mother.
masks and hats and tell them that she was going to treatment, and they would raise thousands of dollars for her and her family.
Kimberly.
But actually, am I correct in saying she walks just fine?
Yeah.
She
just
walks
walk
up and
around
down
our
the
house.
stairs.
The stairs to our house, they go straight up.
And she
it's-
walks up and down those just
Yeah,
fine?
I mean, if she would have fell down, I would have helped her up or something, but
Right,
she was walking. When I picked them up from the bus station,
Yes.
she was walking.
yeah. So for
Thank
years,
you. That was the word I was looking for. Exploited. Yep.
they pretended like she couldn't walk and pretend like she was ill, and
Which was the husband's intentions all along too. Just my.
I'm not really sure why, but they would do, our community would do fundraisers for them.
Wow.
So that's something you're going to see in the media. Our sheriff just made a media announcement about that, because to let our families in our area were so concerned, because these were supposedly really Christian people, and here they're missing, and then come to find out mom's dead, and then come to find out now Nick's the one that stabbed her, and so what's his cousin's name?
Oh, Ricky.
Ricky. Would I be able to speak with Ricky? Does he live around the area, or?
He lives in, you know what, I'm
Okay,
telling you
call
right
him.
now, there's no way that, absolutely not.
I agree, Nikki.
Ricky. He's like,
Do you think Ricky even knows anything about this at all?
no, absolutely not. Ricky's an angel.
Okay.
You know, he has a heart problem. He just goes to work and comes home. He's a great kid.
How old is he?
Him and Quinn, I'm talking about my younger son. Him and Nick are pretty close to the same age, but no, Ricky's an angel.
Okay.
Absolute angel.
I mean, yeah. You can't brutally want the mom stabbed to death and dead. Okay, you hated that face that much. You planned the brutal murder of her, but you married the clone of it. Yes, Nikki Tubals. I definitely think that things are not going to end well. However, I kind of think that things might end up not well for her. Because I don't trust any dude named Ryan. Okay? Because I have a history with Ryans. But I don't trust this motherfucker as far as you could throw him. And he's a big motherfucker. So he's not being thrown very far. Not by me. So that's how much I trust him. Jeez, Gypsy. For the love of God, I hope that she's immediately first thing on the list that she should be worried about. Yes, was damn shoes, but next should be a therapist. Hello?
Is there a phone number where I can call him?
Let me see if, oh my God, he's probably gonna be in shock too. He's gotta be on here.
I don't want to give him a heart attack if he has heart conditions, but
414. They're so bad. 336.
Okay.
It's right there.
8157. Okay. I may give him a call tonight and talk to him.
Yeah, I think you might have to console him because they are really close, because they're both, you know,
Is that your side of the family or his dad's side of
his
the family?
dad's side.
Where does his dad live?
His dad lives in West Allis, which
Can you
is
spell
right
that for
outside
me?
of Milwaukee. West. And then Alice is Allis.
And what's his dad's name?
Bob.
I agree, Nikki.
And where did the Curry come in?
That is my maiden name.
Okay.
And his dad's last name is Goldie John, so...
Did he change it or?
You know, I don't know. When he was born, I gave him my name.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know what he did. I don't know.
Do you know if Goldie John's his legal name?
It very well might be. But all I know is that I don't think he changed it legally. On his birth certificate, it's my name.
Okay. Birth certificate's Curry?
Yep.
Okay.
How is he doing? I mean, is he like, I don't know, I mean...
Absolutely.
I see him trying to hurt himself or something. Not just because he can't take pressure. You know?
He can't take pressure. Like, she's all worried about him because, you know, he's not... He's got disabilities. And, yeah, Laura... Definitely. I mean, she said that's their number one thing they want to do. So yes, in several weeks she will be pregnant, and I agree. I think that she's not truly free because she went from her mom to prison to leaving prison, married to someone who's planning on knocking her up right away. This is a terrible, terrible idea. She needs mental therapy, I'd say, for a couple years, let's say 2. And then she should, I don't know, whatever. You know, not my life, I can't control it, but damn, there is a lot of red flags here. A lot of red flags. Some people are made, like, not made for prison, but, like, they really are better off, like, institutionalized, you know what I'm saying? Which sucks. Chris Watts is a good example of what I mean, where he's just fine in prison, you know what I mean? And he's even said this, that he's fine there. He eats, he sleeps. And some people now, they like the military would be better fit for people like that, but they need that type of structure, and unfortunately they are institutionalized humans, you know. But yeah, Chris Watts is a good example of what I mean by that, and maybe I just feel like Gypsy is like that as well. It's the vibe I get from her anyways, but you know, it doesn't mean I'm right either.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Has he ever tried to hurt himself before?
No, but he gets really upset even when you have a normal conversation with him and there's like, you're trying to tell him something, you're scolding him about something, he just can't take pressure.
And what does he do when that?
It just gets really huffy and puffy and like a kid would.
Okay.
So, I don't know.
He is, he knows what he's done is wrong.
Yeah.
He knows that, he says that he would have never hurt anyone if it wasn't for Gypsy.
Absolutely.
And his love for Gypsy. He says she wanted him to do it.
Oh my God.
But he's doing fine. He cried a lot today when I spoke with him briefly.
Her
I had to
dad
tell him
and
about the
stepsister
warrants
and stuff.
And he cried a
Stepmom.
lot. Not necessarily about the charges. He's like, okay, he appears okay with that part of it, but the part that he's never going to see Gypsy again or you
Wow.
or
So
whatever.
she amazingly got in his head pretty well.
You hear that?
So those things he's struggling with. Today, when I spoke with him briefly, to tell him about the warrants and stuff, and he cried a lot. Not necessarily about the charges. He's like, okay, he appears okay with that part of it, but the part that he's never going to see Gypsy again or you
Wow.
or whatever.
So she amazingly got in his head pretty well.
So those things he's struggling with, I tried to explain to him everything I could. He took great comfort in knowing that I'll be where he's going
Yeah.
in Missouri, because he says that way he can reach out and talk to someone,
Yeah,
and
she's
I
got,
will.
I think, two
I am a
half-sisters or
detective, I am
stepsister
law
and a
enforcement,
half-sister.
but I also am
I
a
don't know.
mom, and I have a
Yeah.
heart, and
appreciate
he's
that.
going to be there, and if he wishes to speak with me, he just fills out a little form. I explained all that to him, what he needs to do to talk to me.
Okay.
And so I anticipate he'll probably do that once he gets there.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just a horrible situation. They came up with a story of how this happened, or they came up with a story, but their story didn't take too long to figure out was wrong, because we
Yeah.
had plenty of evidence to counter everything that they tried to say at first, but it didn't, not too much longer, he just told what happened.
So how do you, does she have like a record or anything?
No, she's never been in trouble ever. And it's my understanding he's only been in trouble about the McDonald's incident.
Yeah.
That's all I could find.
Right.
Is that the only time?
That's the
So the McDonald's incident is he had his laptop at McDonald's and he was watching porn apparently, and it was playing too loud or something, so the cops called on him. Now, I don't know how old he was when that happened, but if it was a couple years before that, well, if he's on the spectrum, he's always been behind several years mentally. So I try to take that in account too. It's a stupid thing, but that's the only thing he's ever been in trouble. That to murder is a very big leap. Very, very big leap.
only time.
Do you have a way for me to get a hold of Bob?
I can give you his parents' number. It's area code 414
Okay.
258
Okay.
2948.
Interesting caffeinated.
And now your last name is, what is that?
Gold hammer.
Is it like gold?
It's like gold, yep. Hammer without the H, sorry.
Oh. So like gold.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah.
And what's your date of birth, Stephanie?
5/28/69.
All right. And your social?
Uh,
Okay. I just need that for my report.
No, that's not what
when's
I read. You're trying to tell me he was sitting there jerking off for 9 hours watching porn. That's not what I read. So we'll end up pulling. We'll get there when we get to that show. But that's absurd. I don't believe that. I'll have to read that in the files then, because that's not what I read. That's ridiculous. 9 hours. They let it go for 9 hours. I just don't know about that. But we'll find out. Even still, let's say it was 9 hours. Still a big leap from that to brutal murder. Come on.
Last time you seen Bob?
His dad.
Yeah.
Gosh. Maybe a month and a half. He would go visit him.
How does he get there? Does he drive or?
We'll usually he'll get
And again, he's not going to do normal things. His mind has always been not right. He's on the spectrum. So 9 hours or an hour, like, I don't really, again, it's like, my points of it is jerking off to some porn whether it's at a McDonald's or not, and that being the only thing on your record is, again, a very big leap from that to brutally stabbing someone to death in their sleep. Because I know what people are trying to do. They're trying to tie that in with, oh, well, he raped Dee Dee. I don't know that to be true either. I actually haven't seen the discovery to know, was there DNA found to make that, like, factual? I don't know that part. So, interesting.
Ride, like Grandpa will come pick him up.
Okay.
Or we'll drive him and we'll pick him
She's
up.
sick too, Kimberly. They both
Has he-
are. I'm not saying
Have
it
you
was
told
right.
Bob about anything that he does?
Absolutely not.
Have you talked?
I'm not saying is right. We know he's mentally off his rocker, just like Gypsy is. What I'm saying, though, she is equally as sick. She helped plan this murder. She went and shaved herself and got ready and had sex with him after he did that. Right there in her bedroom, by the way, with her mom dead in the next room. She's equally as sick as he is then. That's why I don't understand, like, why are people, they feel so bad for Gypsy Rose, but they honestly don't have any of that empathy for Nick. But he is equally as fucked in his head as Gypsy is. And was actually, in my opinion, manipulated into doing this. He wanted to be a hero. And he's forever 15 in his brain too, right?
Talked to Bob and told Bob
No,
what's
I haven't
Again, unpopular opinions around here. That's how we do.
had my phone.
Oh, yeah.
It's really hard because all the numbers are in your phone.
Yeah, I do know that. My whole
That's what I
life's
thought,
wrapped up in
Perry.
my phone.
That's actually what I thought, because that was statements that Gypsy gave. In fact, when we watch Nick's, maybe possibly tomorrow, but we're going to do this in sections, he says, no. He admits to everything else so easily, but it was, no, I did not do this, I did not do that. And the cop made it known, like, I'm asking you questions that I know answers to, and I didn't get the vibes from that the cop thought he had done that either. But we'll watch that interrogation. We're watching Nick's next. So, no, 7. She did 7 of the 10 years she was sentenced to. Very light sentence. Nick will not get out of prison. Crazy.
So I do understand that. What is, I was at your house today, but what is the address again?
It's West 228, South 8755.
Do you spell out the west and the south?
Nope, you could just put the S there and the W there.
Okay.
And then it's Cherry Street.
Exactly,
These addresses
Dalen.
are way
Thank you.
different than where I'm from.
That's right.
Big Bend,
Yep,
what's the zip?
53103.
Okay. Is there anything that you can think of that we didn't talk about that maybe we should have, or anything that you can think of that would either help Nicholas or Gypsy or
I
anything?
just want everyone to know that as much as we tried to, like, make him not stop talking to her, but see that there are other people out there, there was no way we could do it.
So they didn't really like her, I guess, like from, the jump, which is interesting, because they were talking for, 2 years before the murder, something like that?
But
Okay.
he would just get upset.
Has he been like this with other girls?
No,
No? Has he had a lot of girlfriends?
maybe 1 or 2. I mean, he has girls that are friends, but,
Right.
he had, like, had one girlfriend who was in high school.
Okay.
But, no, I mean, like I said, they've been talking for, I'm going to say at least a couple of years.
Okay. And how many times has he went to Springfield to see her?
Just twice.
Okay, and they were both this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thing?
It's a form of it. It's a form.
Okay. The illness and then the psycho.
Level of it, yeah.
Okay. And who's his doctor?
He hasn't been to the doctor in a while, so
Right.
the doctor that diagnosed him, it's in the papers. I probably
Okay.
have to pull the papers out somewhere.
Okay, when's the last time you went to a doctor?
That was probably around 19, maybe. It was probably 19.
Okay. And he functions just fine without his medicine?
Yeah, the thing is with his medicine, when he was living with his dad, he was taking his medicine, and he just didn't want to take it anymore. He moved back in with me, and he didn't want to take it anymore. But he seemed to be okay.
Okay.
He wasn't, I mean, I'm used to it. I raised him. To me, he didn't need it, but
Okay. All right. And he was able to get through school just fine?
yeah, I mean, he obviously was in LD classes, but
Okay.
So special education classes.
LD classes in high school?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, he's a good kid. I've never had any problems with him.
Has he ever become angry with you and assaulted you or anything?
Absolutely not. No way. He would never. No way. No way. Gets a little frustrated, but when he gets frustrated, he'll just cry. No way. He's never been violent. That's what's so shocking.
You hear that?
The way the girl acted. I mean, how can you do something to your mother and lose your mother and just act like that? I was like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it.
Did you notice anything odd about her voice?
No way. He would never. No way. No way. Gets a little frustrated, but when he gets frustrated, he'll just cry. No way. He's never been violent. That's what's so shocking. The way the girl acted. I mean, how can you
Oh,
do something to your mother
seriously?
and lose your mother and just act like that? I was like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it.
Did you notice anything odd about her voice?
Just her southern drawl.
Okay.
Like, yes ma'am and that, but no.
Was she high-pitchy or squealy or anything?
Kind of. Like,
Okay.
yeah, but once she started telling me that she planned to live at my house and get a job, I was like, what? What is she talking about? You know what I mean? Okay, that's not going to happen, but I
Okay.
don't know. Sometimes you try and do things for your kids because you
Sure.
just want them to be happy.
Sure.
And as much as we tried to get him to just...
So why were you guys friends with her on Facebook?
I wasn't.
Oh,
She
okay.
he asked me to, she wants to ask me questions about, whatever. Fine. I don't have any conversations with her on Facebook. Give me a break.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
But she was talking about wanting to get pregnant.
Yeah, one of my friends called
right,
me.
Tiggs.
Like, Steph, you need to go on Facebook. Or I was like,
Yeah,
I've
check
known my
this out.
friend since I was like 15 years old, so whatever she says I do,
Mhm.
we go way back. So that's when I was like, okay, she's not okay. Something's not right there, But trying to tell him that, it's like he gets all defiant and,
Right.
Hey, Emily.
defensive, I should say.
Did they ever tell you they were getting married or anything like that?
God, no.
Okay.
I mean, we probably would have had time to his better. So.
Okay.
That's the thing, he's a normal looking kid. I mean, he has, but, he's just was selling himself short. Even like the servers at my work would be like, he's a cute kid, well, fortunately he has this beast that's been talking to him for a couple of years, and like I said, he sets his mind to something. It's just like, he can't focus on other things. I mean, if
That's
you learn
interesting,
about-
though, how she says he has
about
this
it, I mean,
beast.
if you focus on something, you're
He's been battling for a couple years. That's kind of interesting.
really good at it.
Okay.
But, yeah, he wasn't happy dating anyone else. I'm like, let's go to church. You might find a nice church girl,
Okay. Well, you can have your phone back, and let me get your phone number in case I need to call
Yeah,
you.
it's 262
Okay.
366
Okay.
4898. And if you do see him before you go back,
Uh-huh.
It's not doxing. That number is no longer in service. You already know I tried it.
or I don't know if he's going back with you, probably not. But just tell him
I will
that
write Nick, though.
his mom and his stepdad love him.
Okay.
You know, that's one of the things I do. You just never know who might respond to you, so I always write people, and then you gotta wait. Now that I'm in Canada, you gotta wait for the snail mail. And some people you can actually email if they're a part of JPay or whatever online institution, whichever state has. But I'll see if he's on JPay or something like that. I'll try and hunt him down, and we'll see if he responds. But yeah, definitely.
And that, we will come and see.
We'll hunt down Mom here too if we have to.
Okay.
I'm just trying to.
Y'all know I
pay
already
for
tried it, yeah.
everything. People at my house, cameras and everything. I just want to give it a
completely
little
understand,
bit.
yeah.
And,
I completely understand, and you know him better than anybody probably in the world, so you know what he's thinking, you know how he's feeling, and you know what's going on with him.
yeah.
And all I
It's
can do
weird
for
that I
you,
almost feel like he's safer.
yeah,
It's really, really bad to say, but I almost feel like he's safer now than having contact with her on a regular basis, knowing what I know now.
yeah. Did you better than anybody probably in the world, so you know what he's thinking, you know how he's feeling, and you know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
And all I
It's
can do
weird
for
that I
you,
almost feel like he's safer.
yeah,
It's really, really bad to say, but I almost feel like he's safer now than having contact with her on a regular basis, knowing what I know now.
yeah. Did you, how long had it been that you were trying to discourage the relationship?
I'd say months.
Okay.
Like, Nick, you're a good-looking kid. I mean, you're a nice kid.
Would he always talk about her, or?
Just that he was always online with her, or she'd send him, she'd send him like a ring in the mail or something, and always, I love you, and this and that, and like, you don't even know our relationship on the internet is not a relationship.
What kind of ring did she send him?
I don't know, so she probably got it out of a bubblegum machine, I don't know.
Okay.
But
You hear
I'm sure
that?
he could tell you,
Okay.
it's for something, and always, I love you, and this and that, and like,
Discourage the relationship.
I'd say months.
Okay.
Like, Nick, you're a good-looking kid. I mean, you're a nice kid.
Would he always talk about her, or?
Just that he was always online with her, or she'd send him, she'd send him like a ring in the mail or something, and always, I love you, and this and that, and like, you don't even know our relationship on the internet is not a relationship.
What kind of ring did she send him?
I don't know, so she probably got it out of a bubblegum machine, I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm sure he could tell you,
Okay.
It's really sad because he is a good kid and he's a good-looking kid, and for him to ruin his life over that, I'm sorry, but she's a beast.
She did.
I don't know.
Yes, Dalen, the mother did die in 2021. Oh my gosh. Okay. Hold up, wait a minute. She passed away June 13th, 2021. What? Hey, Michelle.
Well, that's what we know
Explain to
so far.
My younger son, who loves his big brother,
Yeah.
He's the only brother he has, and trying to explain to him, you're probably not going to see Nick, and he doesn't,
Understand.
Right.
Well, I'd like to give you my card.
Okay.
And if you think of anything that you want to talk to me about or whatever, you can call me. I'll try my hardest to remember to call you when I know that he's been extradited.
Okay.
Because they won't typically tell the family or us. They just do it because of safety reasons.
Right.
So once I know that he's in our jail, I'll try to give you a call and let you
Okay, I
know.
appreciate everything. Like I said.
It's a hard situation. I can't even imagine to be sitting in your shoes at all. And I know you've been displaced out of your home, and we've had your cell phones, and we've done all of this stuff. But the purpose is because
Okay.
you did something very, very horrible.
Is he going to be allowed to have contact with her?
He wants it bad. And sometimes, I don't know how this works, and I've never understood this in all my years in law enforcement. Sometimes inmates are allowed to write each other back and forth. So he may at some point be able to communicate with her. Now in our facility, he will not be able to communicate with her by mail or any other way. They'll
Do
have
you
to-
think they did? Did they?
He just loves her.
What?
Prison shrink or something.
He loves her. He's adamant that he's in love with her and that he worships her. That's what he kept telling me. I worship her.
You guys.
So
think I'm still in shock about, I don't even, I mean, I haven't talked to anybody, and it's like, I know once I get my friends around me, I'm probably gonna lose my mind, but it's like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it together for my kid. I don't want him to see me
You
lose it,
think,
you know?
Hazel?
Right, I understand that. I understand that
And it's
completely.
weird, because I almost feel like Nick's safer right now than having her.
She could have got up and walked out at any night when her mom took her sleeping pills and was knocked out. When Gypsy, that's what Gypsy says, when she would get up and walk around and she would do whatever and go online. And that's when she would be, you know, talking to Nick online and everything and talking to people online. And Nick wasn't her first boyfriend either, if you really dig into the story. She was talking, yeah. So yeah, she could have just up and got out of that house at some point. There did not need to be this murder that was planned by Gypsy. Like people planned. Like the murder did not need to happen. She could have went out there. She could have got up on any interview and just walked and just been like, you know what, my mother's a liar, and just got up and walked. Like there's so many other options that could have been tried first. That wasn't.
Orchestrating him doing anything, you know, it was like everything she said he would know.
So that one's. Hold on. Where was that? Hold on, let me try and find this now. Oh, whoops, I went the wrong way. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find something. There. Because that's just annoying. I don't know about you guys. Hey, Doobie. Doobie Scooby. It's. Oh, where was it? I just freaking watched it, but there's part of her interrogation where, you know, they finally come in and they're like, so your mom's been killed, and she straight up pretends like she was going on, as you just heard Nick's mom talking about, you know, how her mom kicked her out and she was homeless and blah blah blah. Like, she put on an act. She's not so innocent and sweet, you guys. Like, get the fuck out of here. May have found it. We'll see here in a minute. Oh, yeah.
Okay, Gypsy, this is Stan.
Hi, Gypsy.
Let you guys
Hi,
talk.
I'm Detective Hancock. I'm from the Sheriff's Office. How are you today? Good. Doing all right? Good. Good. All right. Well, Gypsy, I'm here and I want to get a little bit of information from you. So, since this is the first time I've ever met you, okay? So, what is the correct spelling of your first name?
It's GYPSY ROSE. And my middle initial is A.
Okay.
And my last name is BLANCHARD.
B-L-A-N-C-H-A.
BLANCHARDE is Blanchard.
Blanchard. Okay, with an E. Okay.
I agree, vibe.
And your date of birth, Gypsy?
Is 7/27/1995. On here they have
Okay.
91 because let me make this a long story, but
Okay, sure.
me and my mother are Hurricane Katrina survivors,
Okay.
and my birth certificate was washed away in Katrina,
Okay.
and unfortunately they messed up a long time ago. They messed up the paperwork, and it said 1991, but it's actually 90.
See, and she knows that this is a lie, and she knows her mother is dead right now, right? Even though she's acting like she doesn't know that, but you're right. And so she knows that's all a lie, and she goes with giving, like, her age, she's been given like 3 different damn ages because, yeah, Dee Dee said that, lost all the paper, but she knew that's a lie. She's here lying to the officers, knowing that she's lying, right? It's not until they straight up say, like, we know everything, that she puts the act away. Like, she is really trying it. She's doing the fake baby voice, which she does not need to do anymore, and it is fake. It absolutely is fake.
Okay. And that puts you at how old then?
Hi,
I
Yola.
would be really 19, but on here it's my Medicaid. My medical insurance has 23.
Okay. All right. So how old actually are you? Let's get that.
19.
19.
No,
Okay.
she's 23.
Yeah, absolutely. Gypsy, do you know your social security number?
Unfortunately, I don't. I brought my card with me,
Okay.
but it's at my boyfriend's house.
Okay. We'll get with that later then. All right. Now, how long have you actually lived there in Missouri?
In Missouri since 2006.
2006?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Do you work anywhere?
No.
Okay. All right. Never have worked since you've been in Springfield. Did you work down in Louisiana or anything?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you have family down there in Louisiana?
I have some, but unfortunately we're not on good speaking terms.
Okay. All right. And now, do you have any family here in Missouri? I'm sorry, we're in a different state. So.
It's okay. I have my mom that
Where
lives
you
in
from?
Missouri.
Okay. And is that it, or do you have anybody else?
Does friends count or not really?
No, like biological, like brother or sister, siblings, nothing like that. Okay, so are you an only child then? Okay, all right. What's some things that you like to do? I mean, what kind of hobbies do you like?
I love art.
Love art?
I love
Okay.
to go to the movies. I
And-
love animals.
By the way, we'll do from the beginning, after we're going to do Nick's, but there's a part in here I want you guys to see, but all of this, she's laughing, joking, sleeping, eating, acting like nothing fucking took place. It's crazy, okay? Because what they did was they were holding her for a while. It took forever, and then they had to call the Missouri police, who the Missouri police then drove here to the Wisconsin, and that's why she was waiting. And so this is, I believe, the Missouri officer now.
Okay.
Just different things like that.
Good. Well, Gypsy, we are here investigating something, so I do need to talk with you about some things, okay?
Ready?
I'm thankful because I have no idea why I'm here.
Okay.
Nobody will tell me anything.
Yeah, that's fine.
What?
You actually lived there in Missouri?
In Missouri since 2006.
2006?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Do you work anywhere?
No.
Okay. All right. Never have worked since you've been in Springfield. Did you work? I am going to just read your Miranda just here real quick, okay? And as I'm reading this, if you don't understand something.
Hold on.
Does friends count or not really?
No, like biological, like brother or sister, siblings, nothing like that. Okay, so are you an only child then? Okay, all right. What's some things that you like to do? I mean, what kind of hobbies do you like?
I love art.
Love art?
I love to go to the movies. I love animals.
Okay.
Oh, Louisiana girl.
Just different things like that.
Good. Well, Gypsy, we are here investigating something, so I do need to talk with you about some things, okay?
I'm thankful because I have no idea why I'm here.
Okay.
Nobody will tell me anything.
Yeah, that's fine, and that's kind of why we're here, to kind of help you out with that, okay? So, I am going to just read to Miranda, just share real quick, okay? And as I'm reading this, if you don't understand something, I want you to stop me and say that you don't understand, okay? It's not being rude, it's not implied or anything, okay? And just let me know. How much schooling do you have?
Unfortunately, I was homeschooled, but my education is kind of scattered, so I have the basic of a third grader.
Okay. Do you know how to
What?
read and write okay and everything? Okay.
Yeah, she does.
Not so much spell very good, but I can read
Okay. How would you say your comprehension level is?
good.
Good. Okay. Okay. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have your lawyer present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any
I
question
can see that
if you
too,
wish.
Melissa.
You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Did you understand everything that I read you? Okay. Do you have a cell phone number?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. Did you have a home phone?
You know, a third
Okay.
grader that mails out and steals cash and mails out hundreds of dollars to her boyfriend and buys jewelry for and all of that and plans out, you know, a very brutal murder and runs away and clearly thinks she can manipulate the police officers. Oh, what? Wait, what? I have no idea why I'm here right now and why I'm waiting for Missouri police to come talk to me. No clue. Bullshit. Like, what? Come on.
What's that number?
417.
At what point do we stop blaming Dee Dee, too, for her actions and her behavior? Because Dee Dee's not here. And she knows that Dee Dee is long gone. But here she is doing this bullshit.
3
Okay.
8501.
You know?
8501. Okay. Do you ever do anything on the computer? Do you ever play games or anything on the computer? Do you ever mess with the computer or anything like that?
I don't really have a computer.
Okay.
No.
Did you ever have a cell phone that you played around on or anything like that? No? Okay. No laptop or
No.
cable
My
fire or
mom
anything?
didn't let me use mine because she was like, it's unsafe. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why did she feel like that was unsafe?
My mom tended to be overprotective.
Okay.
But,
Did she?
yeah.
All right. That's understandable.
Oh, you see right there what she did, too? She doesn't even realize she did it, but she spoke as her mom in past tense.
No? Okay. No laptop or
No.
cable
my
fire or
mom
anything?
didn't let me use mine because she was like, it's unsafe. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Why did she feel like that was unsafe?
My mom tended to be overprotective.
Okay.
But,
Did she? All right. That's
Tended,
understandable.
not tens.
I want to tell you that what I've got to talk to you about, if you're involved in this, then you need to tell me that now. Okay?
I'm completely 100% honest.
And let me
Oh,
talk
yeah.
for a second. okay?
Wait, no, wait.
If you're
That just
involved in
makes
this, then
it
you need to be
even
honest
better.
with me, you need to. No, okay. No laptop or
No.
cable
my
fire or
mom
anything?
didn't let me use mine because she was like, it's unsafe. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Why did she feel like that was unsafe?
My mom tended to be overprotective.
Okay.
But,
Did she?
yeah.
All right. That's understandable. I want to tell you that what I've got to talk to you about, if you're involved in this, then you need to tell me that now. Okay?
I'm completely 100% honest.
And let me talk for just a second, okay? But if you're involved in this, then you need to be honest with me. And you need to tell me now and not wait till later. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I want you to understand that there's just some things going on that you need to be made aware of, and I think that you're aware of it, okay? All right? My concern at this point let me back up with something. You're here. Do you know where you're at right now?
Yes.
Okay, where are you at right now?
I'm
He
at
laughs
the
at her.
Waukesha Police Department.
Okay. All right. And
You think
how
it was
did you lived in Missouri at one point, right? Okay. And how did you get from Missouri to here?
Not but a week ago. It was well, it all started when I met my boyfriend Nick.
Okay.
Okay. And we met on an online dating website. My mom had a laptop, and so I used hers.
Okay.
But
Let me back up for just a second, okay? Earlier when I said, let's be honest with each other, okay? I'll be honest with you as long as you're honest with me, okay? And I want you to understand that your honesty goes a long ways, okay? You don't want something in this nature to be like a big snowball. We'll use that as an example, okay? You don't want that snowball to be so big that you know how when you pack a snowball and it's real small, and what happens when you start rolling it down a hill?
it's bigger.
It gets bigger, okay? And what happens if you start telling lies? They get bigger,
Bigger and bigger
and you don't
and bigger.
remember which ones you said and which
Right.
ones you told. And as soon as that thing gets so big, it goes down the bottom of the hill and it crashes into a lot of people,
Right.
okay? I mean, a lot of people, all right? And it hurts a lot of people, right? Because it's so big and it crashes and hurts them.
Right.
Now, if you're telling the truth, that's not going to happen, isn't that right?
Right.
Okay, so that's kind of why I want you to be honest with me about this, okay?
Absolutely.
About some things, all right? So, we need to, I'm here, okay? Because I don't think that this is something that you, the intention wasn't there. You know, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. I think that you're a smart person, okay?
Me too. I think she
I
is
think
too.
that you know, sometimes you get dealt bad hand, and I think sometimes that's what's happened with you, okay? And I want you to understand
Thank you.
that you need to be honest with me, and if you're involved in anything that I'm about ready to tell you, then you need to tell me, okay?
Okay, here we go.
Your mom's dead, okay? Now, what I want to ask you
Wait,
is,
what?
your mom's passed away, okay, and she's deceased, all right? Now, what I'm honest with you as long as you're honest with me, okay? And I want you to understand that your honesty goes a long ways, okay? You don't want something in this nature to be like a big snowball. We'll use that as an example, okay? You don't want that snowball to be so big that you know how when you pack a snowball and it's real small, and what happens when you start rolling it down a hill?
It's bigger.
It gets bigger, okay? And what happens if you start telling lies? They get bigger,
Bigger and bigger
and you don't
and bigger.
remember which ones you said and which
Right.
ones you told.
Right,
And as soon as that thing gets so big, it goes down the bottom of the hill and it crashes into a lot of people,
Right.
okay? I mean, a lot of people, all right? And it hurts a lot of people, right? Because it's so big and it crashes and hurts them.
Right.
Now, if you're telling the truth,
I
that's
so
not going to
Becky
happen,
do.
isn't that
I
right?
thought so too.
Okay, so that's kind of why I want you to be honest with me about this, okay? About some things, all right?
Absolutely.
So we need to,
I'm nothing but 100%
I'm here,
honest,
okay?
y'all.
because I don't think that this is something that you, the intention wasn't there. You know, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. I think that you're a smart person, okay? I think that you, you know, sometimes you get dealt bad hand, and I think sometimes that's what's happened with you, okay? And-
See, she is feeding off of this. It is terrible. If that's true, vibe with my tribe, that's crazy.
And I want you to understand that you need to be honest
Just
with me.
look at your husband.
If you're
I
involved
mean,
in
she's
anything
right there.
that I'm about ready to tell you, then you need to tell me, okay? Your mom's dead, okay? Now, what I want to ask you
Wait,
is...
Wait,
your
what?
Your mom's passed away, okay? And she's deceased, all right? Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this? Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, hang on, listen to me for just a second, okay? I want you to understand something, okay?
Trying to fake cry now.
Remember this
Get
snowball that we
outta
talked
here.
about? You remember the pencil that we talked about? I'm going to demonstrate something with a pencil here, okay? Look at me. Look at me for just a second, okay? Sometimes people are going along, you know how you got a pencil. You got the lead here and you got the eraser right here, right? You know what I'm talking about? You've seen a pencil, right? You've used a pencil before, right? Okay?
Come
And
on,
when you write
y'all.
with a pencil, you write your own story, right? Okay? And you take that pencil and
I
you're
bet
writing
there
all
ain't
your
a
story.
damn
Well, sometimes
tear
some people
on
make
her
mistakes when they
face.
write stuff down, don't they? We've all made mistakes. You've made mistakes. I've made mistakes, right? You ever made a mistake in your life?
Yeah.
And I've made mistakes in my life. And hang on just a second, okay? when you're writing this stuff down, all of a sudden you make a mistake. Well, what do you do with that mistake? You take that pencil and you flip it over and you start erasing stuff, okay? And you erase it and you recorrect it. And you take that pencil and then you rewrite your history, your story, okay? And I think that's where you're at with this tonight, okay? That you have a chance to rewrite your story. And I think that that's what you can do, is you
does
can
she
rewrite your story
ever?
tonight. Okay? Like I said earlier, I don't think you're a bad person. I really don't. You know, I don't think that that's you at all. And you're not out here, you know, doing things that are so bad that nobody wants to talk to you, nobody wants to be around you. I don't think that's you. Okay? But what I do think, okay, what I do think is
Act, you guys.
there's some stuff going on that you,
This
that you and I need to talk about. And why these things happen, okay?
That's where we'll leave it for tonight. Next, we're gonna go through Nick's interrogation because it's interesting. With after hearing his mother, it's interesting. I am not so sure, watching everything back after all of these years, that this was fair at all to Nick. So, yeah, we will try to reach out to Nick. Because I'm interested how he feels now. And what's true, because some of it has come out that is just been statements from GYPSY Rose that's been proven otherwise. Like, Nick did not rape after stabbing her mom and such. Like, there's a lot. And if you guys honestly watch that and you still only feel bad for her and you don't think that there's an act going on, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You probably aren't my people, but that's okay, because I do understand the people that, you know, again, what she went through is terrible, and I don't wish that on anybody, but I just think that that wasn't the only option. What? Oh, sorry. Oh, he's... He went from my shoulders to Courtney's. And he will stay on your shoulders like a damn parrot and have you walking around the house. She did. I know. Okay? Trust me. I feel for GYPSY Rose. But at the same time, I don't think proper justice was served at all in this situation. And if it was served, well then I don't think fair justice for both people involved. I think that Nick should get a chance on getting out and being free then too. Honestly, that's not a joke. Because I do think that he was manipulated into that. And I do think that GYPSY was absolutely the driving force behind it. I mean, it's been said even... What the fuck? So this is all kinds of wrong, in my opinion. Nick, dude, that's terrible. Yeah, I think we should try to get a hold of Nick. You guys think we should? And she certainly is continuing to, because from what I hear, there's already a TV show in the works for her and like all types of shit. Best believe that she will be exploiting her baby. She wants to get pregnant like ASAP, you know, so that's gonna happen. And you know why that's gonna happen for sure? Because she's asking for it and she's been wanting it ever since, you know, killing her mom. She's been planning on having a baby. Well, now she can do that. And the cat that's with her, that's a DD fucking clone, is definitely gonna knock her up because that's his meal ticket now. The exploitation just never ends with these people. And I'm sorry, but watching this shit back, I feel a little less supportive of GYPSY. But you know what? I hope I'm wrong, but I think there's another fucking case that's gonna come out of this. I really, really do. There's red flags all around. Baby!
Hey.
Can you come here for a minute? I just need to see. So, like, if you hate someone so much, you have them brutally murdered, right?
Okay.
Like GYPSY Rose's mom, okay? That's GYPSY Rose's mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then that's your husband. Does that not concern you?
He looks just like her.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, you want her brutally killed, but that's what you're going to wake up to every day? And you're not going to want to kill him?
Jeez. Looks like a younger, gayer Jonah Hill. Boom.
Crazy. It's crazy. I don't even know. She was, yeah, her mom was definitely sick and demented. Hi, Tracy. You know what? I will share the link to it so you can watch it without my commentary and have, you know, your own judge, right? This is just, it's my channel, but I like to say it's our channel, but I'm voicing how I honestly feel because that's what I do best. And I'm not going to lie about how it makes me feel. Even if I'm the only person saying it, I'm saying it because it's true. Something's not right here. And I kind of do think we should write Nick. So I'll work on that. I'll keep you guys posted. Jesus. Dalen, we love ya. All right, you guys. I will let you guys get to the rest of your evening. I'm sure everyone and their moms are live right now, so I'll probably see you around these streets a little bit tonight before I go to bed. But I will see you guys again tomorrow. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve, right? Ooh. Yeah, we will definitely see you tomorrow. The members live is at 4:30 Central now tomorrow. There is a video that I put up though for y'all, for the members. Check that out because that is what we're going to kind of cover, and you guys will see how I piece it together tomorrow with the conversation in the members videos. But I released the text first today since I pushed the members live to tomorrow again. I want you guys to get a little something anyway. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you, members. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everyone in the chat. And yes, I saw, you know, someone up here said they were like rewinding to listen and that the show might make them super mad at me or something. I'm sorry. I can only keep it real. I'm concerned. And there's a lot of red flags. And unfortunately, like, she needs help. We're going to get, you know, Papa Share's take on this all as well. So there's that. But tomorrow, let's do some of Nick's interrogation. Now, there's hours and hours, so I don't think we'll get through all of, is it like 12 hours or something like that I have over here? I don't know. But we'll go through, you know, I watched already like an hour and a half of it today. And then I watched, that's all I've been doing today is just watching back this stuff. Because it's been a few years, right? When did this happen? Like 2016? Yeah. Right? 2016? June 9th, 2015. She was only 48 years old. You know, but if she would have been, now, if things would have went different, now 48-year-old going to prison for all of this shit, she would be in there for the rest of her life. She would not be getting out, right? And then we would learn so much more, but we unfortunately don't have that, we don't have that option now. Terrible. It does look like reincarnation, Diamond. You ain't wrong. Alright, you guys. You enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. I might see you out on these streets a little bit tonight still. Otherwise, I will see you guys tomorrow. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging. Bye.